again, YouTube audience. I am Orion Vlogs. It's been a while since I've done an actual vlog, but here I am. So I'm just gonna talk about some shit that's been on my mind, and I don't know how long this video is gonna be. Probably in the 20-minute mark. Maybe not. Maybe it will be. It probably will be, actually, knowing the general length of my videos. Anyway, so yeah, just gonna fucking snowball some ideas and see what happens. First things first, something that I heard about kind of recently that I'm on the fence about is the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Um, for those of you who don't know, I'm a huge Sonic the Fedgehog. Yeah, that's a thing. Sonic the Hedgehog fan. I've grew up with the Genesis. Um, well, I mean, I had a N64 first. That was my first console, but then I got a Genesis later. No, I loved the Genesis games. I did not play Sonic R, thankfully. I mean, I did later, and I was like, oh, this is bad. But no, I played that. I played all the GameCube ones. I played some of the Game Boy ones. I think I played like Sonic Advance 2, and then there was one with Blaze that I don't remember. Um, Played Sonic 06, which I regret. Shadow the Hedgehog, which I don't regret because oh my god, that game is a fucking treat. Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Adventure DX, like all the big ones I've played. The only one I haven't played all the way through yet are Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations, which arguably are some of the better ones. Um, but I get the general gist of what they are. So I'm a huge Sonic fan, like just from games alone, and then reading the comics as well. I have, let's just say I have a lot of exposure to Sonic, and I'm a fan. I also really hate kids films. I know I'm not a kid, so they're not made for me, but that's no fucking excuse. You can have an intelligent kids film. Lego Movie was an intelligent kids film. Um, Emoji Movie, not so much. So there's a fine line you don't want to cross. And Sonic the Hedgehog movie may cross that line, and I'm kind of worried because, as far as I know, and as far as what I've read, it's going to be live action and CGI, kind of like how the Smurfs was, the first one, with Neil Patrick Harris. Um, I take issue with that because I don't know who's producing. I think Original Films are produced. Original Film is producing it. Um, so I'm hopeful, but first of all, video game movies don't exactly have a good track record. I mean, this is just my opinion, so take it with a grain of salt. But I personally love the Tekken film, not the second one, just the first one, the Tekken movie. I love it. Other video game movies, not so much. Super Mario Brothers movie had little to nothing to do with the game, so down. Wreck-It Ralph was good, but it was also a kids film. So I'm kind of about it, but it was good. It was good for what it was. I'm trying to think. Resident Evil barely relates to the games anymore. I think they brought some of the video game characters into the movie, so that the universes are connected. Um, I know Nemesis was in it, and when I saw that, I was like, "Oh shit! Okay, now we're doing this." Um, I can't think of it anymore. Alone in the Dark was a bad fucking adaptation. Blood Rain was a bad adaptation. Well, those were directed by Uwe Boll. The Hitman games have actually been okay when they've come to screen. I didn't like the newest one. I like the older one though. A lot of people say they didn't because they were like, "This guy talks too much." It's like, well, I mean, it's a movie. Like, you can't exactly have a silent protagonist or a silent-ish protagonist through the whole thing. So I get that. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is video game movies don't exactly have a good record. So I'm hesitant. I want to see Sonic on the big screen because if you showed somebody a picture of Sonic, they'd know who he is. He's one of those characters, just like Mario, just like Link, uh, just like all the like Master Chief. Like, if you show people a picture of that character, the general public is gonna know what you're talking about. And Sonic is in a weird position because a lot of people recognize Sonic and like Sonic, but his games are shit recently. For the past couple of years, his games have been wank. So it's a gray area. With video games becoming more cinematic, you got games like fuck all of David Cage's games. God of War looks like a fucking movie now, which I'm super excited for the new one. Shit like that, like really, like Metal Gear Solid 5, one of my favorite games, is very cinematic. Because cinematic meaning they use credits constantly. But just shit like that is shows you that the line between movie and game is a fickle one. Some games can come off as movies, some movies can come off as games. But the problem is when you're adapting something like Sonic, there's not a whole lot to do. The basis of Sonic is Blue Hedgehog fights Weird Mustache Man. Weird Mustache Man has robots that he throws at the blue guy. Blue guy jumps on him, collects rings. There's more, it gets more complicated depending on what you're doing. The Chaos Emerald, Sonic, Knuckles and the Master Emerald, yeah, all that bullshit. So it's not like they don't have anything to work with, but what they have to work with is, well, it's video game stuff. The problem that the Super Mario, I'm just going to use that because it's Mario and everybody fucking knows him. The Super Mario Brothers movie had the problem of there was nothing to fucking work with. At the same time, the original Smurfs movie, which was a live action CGI movie, had a lot to work with. They could have done anything with that. But instead, it sucked. See, the problem is it's not for the sense of, oh, let's adapt something for the fans. That's a part of it, but it's more about, let's make money, because money is good. Yes, money is good. It allows you to buy Taco Bell. Or hookers and cocaine. But the point is that you can do a lot with money. And I'm worried because Sonic already has a shit track record. And if this upcoming movie sucks, it's just gonna fucking dip Sonic back down into the abyss of nothingness. Which honestly, Sonic and Sonic Team and everyone at Sega does not deserve. I'm waiting for the day we get a Bayonetta movie, because how the fuck are they gonna cast that? Because she's got legs the size of a skyscraper. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. What I'm trying to say is that I'm excited, but also worried. When it comes out in theaters, will I go see it? Absolutely. Even if it's bad, I'll go see it, because I love Sonic, so, I want to see how they do. That's the Sonic movie that I wanted to talk about. I saw the new It. It was alright. I was never scared at any point in the film. I was tense slightly. But nah, I was never scared. Then again, I was never scared watching the original It, and I watched that as a little baby. I also rewatched it recently. It's fucking hilarious, by the way. Tim Curry is a fucking riot. I don't know. I'm in a weird spot with horror movies because it takes a lot to scare me, but I'm not looking to go to the horror movie to be scared, quote unquote. I'm going to the horror movie to see something that's gonna last, something that's gonna stick with me. This new version of It, or at least the first chapter of It, doesn't really do anything for me. That being said, neither did the first one, and the first one had both timelines, the kid and the adults. Go to like a movie like Cabin in the Woods. It's not scary, but it left a lasting impact on me. Evil Dead 2, I should say, isn't terribly scary, but it leaves an impact on you. It's not about scaring you, at least not in my opinion. It's not about scaring you, it's about leaving an impact, something you remember. And I'm sorry, but the new one is just forgettable. The only thing that's good about it, in my personal opinion, the only thing that's awesome about it is Finn Wolfhard, just because he's a cool kid, and also he is shit talking that entire film, and it's awesome. Cause like, spoiler alert for a movie, skip ahead. He's fighting the clown, him and his friends, and like there's a scene where the clown's like on the ground, like looking up at him, looking up at the group of kids, and Finn Wolfhard just grabs a bat and starts shitting on this one of the other kids, like mocking him, like, you made me walk through shitty ass fucking water you broke one of my friends' arm, shit like that, like just complaining. And then right at the end, he's just like, and now I gotta kill this fucking clown. He just beats the shit out of him, which was funny, but not scary. I'm gonna remember that for sure. But that's everything else in the movie was meh. You know. I also recently saw Baby Driver, which was, mm, it's in a rough spot because I love Edgar Wright's films. I love Scott Pilgrim. I love Hot Fuzz. I love Shaun of the Dead. I even love The World's End, even though people say that's the weakest one of the Cornetto trilogy. Like, I generally love his movies, but Baby Driver's for me. It's the same way that that Paul was. I don't think that was written by Edgar Wright. I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up. But Paul, I just say Paul because that has Simon Pegg and Nick Frost in it, which are in generally a lot of Simon Pegg movies. Um, Edgar Wright films. Like, that was meh. And you can make the argument The World's End was also meh. But this one, Baby Driver, it wasn't bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It's a great film. I'm just saying I went into it not expecting something amazing. I just went into it expecting something good, and I got that. I got exactly what I was expecting. Now, is that good or bad? It's up to you. It's up for you to discern whether that means it's good, that means it's bad. My personal opinion, if I would not buy a copy myself, but if somebody had it and was like, "Hey, we're having a movie night, we're gonna watch Baby Driver," I'm like, "All right, let's fucking do this." Because it's a good film. It's just it's in a rough spot with me. There's some things I don't like about it, but that's the case for every film. What else? What else is there to talk about? I got copyright striked. Surprise, surprise on YouTube. I got copyright strike for my Super Mario Let's Play, so I don't think Super Mario World, I should say. Super Mario World Let's Play, so I don't think I'm gonna be streaming recording Super Nintendo games. For some reason, YouTube sees Sonic World Release 8 as Sonic Lost World, just because I put Sonic World in the title. So I don't know what's going on with that, but if YouTube, if you're listening, which I doubt you are, but YouTube, if you're listening, Sonic World Release 7 and 8 is a fan-made game. It is not the game Sonic Lost World, which is produced by Sega. There's a difference. That being said, any music or visuals in that video I do not own, and I have never claimed to own any of the music and visuals in my videos. I'm also not trying to make money off my videos. I know that seems kind of stupid. I should be doing that. But, like, I'm not trying to make money off of my videos, YouTube. You can make all the revenue you want. You can put ads every 20 fucking seconds on my videos. Please don't do that. But, I mean, you could do that. And I'd be like, all right, as long as my shit's up there, that's what I'm happy about, So, like, don't feel like you need to copyright somebody like, hey, you're using our shit, and I'd be like, yeah, but it's just for like, it's fair use shit, and it's like, we're gonna take you to court if you don't take it down. I'm like, I'll take it down if it's that big of a deal. Well, I'll take you to court if you don't take it down. I'll take it down. It's not an issue. I don't want that kind of shit. But yeah, forgetting anything else? Yeah, I don't think I am. Yeah, I think that's about it. Ooh, Warframe's Plains of Eidolon just released, so that's been. I have some issues with that, but that's for another video. That's gonna get its own video. That's right. I'm looking at you, Warframe. Game I love to play. I'm gonna insult this game I love to play. What? But no, that's about it. Yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's only 14 minutes. Wow, it's shorter than my usual. Let's stop it before it gets to 15. All right, see you guys. Bye.